Hey guys, Brian Hill here, the Dream Home Enterprises. Standing in front of a garage, and you can see behind me, like this brown right behind me, that's actually a wood rot on the siding. I don't know if you can see up high there along that soffit. That big hole, that's a wood rot also, whereas rotted out because of water damage. A lot of people call it different things: water damage, wood rot, dry rot. But whatever you want to call it, it can be a very serious problem to have in your home, and you want to make sure you're taking care of it. The main reason, as water penetrates through the siding, it can get behind to the sheathing that's behind it, and then soak in to your insulation, which could hold mold in there, which brings a whole line of issues for your family health-wise. And then if it goes long enough, it can even get into the structure down at the bottom, your rim joists, your studs, headers over doors, windows, and even up into the roof, rafter, ceiling joists. It depends where the water leaks at. A lot of people see wood rot as just cosmetic. They don't really think it's much of a big deal, which at first it probably isn't, but left to its own, it can be some very serious damage and end up costing you a lot of money if you let it go too long. Because once it penetrates through, like I said, it starts getting into the structure, and you're getting mold in the home. That's when it starts getting expensive to fix it. Some common places we'll see wood rot issues, like I said, the siding, soffit, the fascias, like where the guttering goes on, the rim joists. We've seen it up on chimneys, anytime along a roof line. Even find it on even decks, handrails, stuff like that. One of the best defense to protect your home is to always have a good coat of paint on it. Spend some money on that. You're going to spend, probably minimum $60 a gallon at minimum for a good paint. And, it depends on what side of the home and stuff. It might need be freshened up maybe 8 years or so. It depends on the paint and the weather extremities. But as soon as that paint breaks down, the UV protection, that's when the siding will start sucking in water. And that's what we had here, it looks like. It just years of not being painted, and now it's just starting to suck in water, which, that's what it did there. And it's just slowly wicking in from the bottom, and it just starts eating its way up. Other issues you could run into, see if I can get down there, where you have bushes too close. That will hold moisture up against the building, and so it never dries out, always stays wet, and then it just makes it quicker to rot because of all the moisture. So it can be a very serious issue if not taken care of quickly and properly. This is something you don't want to hire a handyman to do. You want skilled contractor, especially when you're starting to having to open it up and get inside to the structure, because we've seen walls completely rotted out, headers rotted out. I mean, a lot of serious stuff that can be found in there if left unattended. So make sure protect one of your biggest investments, keeping paint on it. And thanks for watching.